Here's an example problem of how to complete a critical analysis question on the electronegativity POGIL. In order to do question number 1 for each of the following, which has the most polar bonds, tells us analyze the electronegativity difference between atoms that are different. We need to look at each of the atoms in the formula. Use the table found on page 1 of the POGIL. Pull off the electronegativity value and round to the nearest tenth. For carbon, the value is 2.55. We will round that to 2.6. For fluorine, the value is 3.98. Round that to 4 or 4.0. If we subtract the big minus small, it equals 1.4. The second problem has nitrogen, which rounds to 3.0. We just use fluorine, which is 4. So that difference is 1. Lastly, oxygen is 3.44, which rounds to 3.4. And fluorine is 4, which gives us a difference of 0.6. Which has the most polar? Polar would be the greatest difference. So A is the best answer. Technically, polar, if you recall, needs to fall in the 0.3 to 1.7 range. If it's greater than 1.7, it would technically be ionic, but that's still meaning that the electrons are moving from one atom to the other. In this case, 1.4 falls within the 0.3 to 1.7, so this is clearly a winner. If one of the other choices happens to be above 1.7, the number above 1.7 is still saying it's quite polar. It doesn't technically come across though as a polar valent.
Look on the rest of the problem. Do the same process. Find the electronegativity. Round nearest. Subtract big minus small. The largest difference, 1.4 in this case, to be the answer you search.